Hey, Two Picklers. If you follow our pickleball channel or watch our pickleball videos, then you know that we view the serve and return as two vastly different sides of the game. The strategies and concepts that apply to the serve are different than the strategies and concepts that apply to the return. In this video, I'm going to share with you a pickleball serve concept, scoring in 5. It's a key metric that you can use to gauge your play and improve as a pickleball player. Let's get into it. Let me show you a quick point so you can see what scoring in 5 looked like. We have the serve as number 1, the return is number 2, third shot, fourth, and 5. That scoring in 5. In a minute, I'm going to show you some other fivers and not fivers so you can see the difference between the two types of rallies and the results. I'm also going to give you some specific tips on how you can try and achieve a fiver or how you can work towards finishing a rally in 5. But first, we need to understand the anatomy of the point, or talk about the anatomy of the point, and also understand how the fiver comes to be. What's the anatomy of a 5-shot rally? As you saw in the point, as you probably guessed anyway before you even started watching this video, a 5-shot rally is the serve, the return, the third shot, the fourth shot, and the 5th shot put away. So it's basically 3 shots by the serve team, including the 5th shot put away, and 2 shots by the return team, the return of serve, and the 4th shot. What we're going to do is use the board now to basically illustrate how the fiver arises, or the elements of the fiver, so you understand how to build towards it. Basically, we're going to assume a decent serve, so a good, nice serve here. That's number 1. We'll assume a deep return here. That's number 2. At this point, the returner is moving up, and we're going to assume the returner has made it all the way up here before the ball comes back on the third shot. Once the return is executed and the serve team is ready to execute its third shot, this is where the tension manifests itself in pickleball, where the return team's up and the serve team is back. Here, what we're going to focus on, though, is the serve team, because we're looking at 5-point rallies or 5-shot rallies. And so we're going to focus on the serve team's execution of the third shot, and importantly, how they move after the third shot to take advantage of any opportunities given to them by the return team on the fourth shot. Let's assume, just like in the rally we saw at the beginning of the video, that the serve team here executes a great third shot. So basically, it's a really nice third shot into here. And then that's great. That's what you want to do as a serve team, so that you can then hopefully start moving up or make it all the way up to the NVZ line, which is your ultimate objective. So, the third shot's a really important shot. But what happens if the return team hits a flubber, or basically floats at a pop-up, hits a high 4-shot back to the serve team? How many times have you been playing and that happens, where a good third shot gets hit, then a 4th shot that's kind of a clipped wing, or just a floaty kind of a shot comes back here like this, and no one is there to put it away? That's what understanding the fiver, or one of the aspects of the fiver, will help you try and fix that in your game, so that you make sure that when your partner executes a good third shot, that you're up there to put it away, or vice versa. If you execute a good third shot, your partner's up there to put it away. That's what a fiver will help you accomplish. To have a fiver, again, you have the 5 shots, and now we're on the third shot. So the first step of a 5-shot rally, or finishing the point in 5 shots and winning a point, is to execute a third shot that applies some stress on the return team, hopefully resulting in an opportunity for you to score an relatively easy point on the 5th shot. What you're looking for there is you're looking for a shot that will stress the return team. So you're looking for third shots that might create stress on the third team, like this. These aren't traditional third shots, in the sense that, usually you're looking at third shots being a defensive type of a shot, where you're trying to land it in the front part of the NVZ, of your opponent's NVZ. So you're trying to land it in this zone of here to buy yourself time to come up. When you're looking for a fiver, you're actually trying to apply a little bit of stress on the return team to hopefully get some sort of a mistake. And again, like a third shot here, for instance, is the type of shot that might create some stress on this returner having to move over here, and then might result in a pop-up and or create an opening here between these two players that then can be attacked to win the point in 5. So the first thing you want to think about when you're trying to win in 5 is, can I execute a third shot that puts some stress on the return team? There's many situations where you won't be able to do it. Good return, a deep return here in the corner, and this player is scrambling over here to get it. Probably not a good situation for a fiver. But there are situations where you get a ball around here, say, and you have control of that situation, and you can maybe, put it over here, put it in here, create some confusion, or put it over here and create some stress on the return team in order to hopefully get a pop-up on the 4th, get some sort of a ball on the 4th that you can then come in and put the ball away. So now you've seen an opportunity or an opening to hit an aggressive third shot, say here. and put some stress on this player to move over here and cover that ball. Now the next question is, what should you do as the serve team in order to capitalize on this shot and complete the point in 5? I've reset the board back to where the third shot will be hit. So assuming again that a third shot gets hit here, then what you're looking for in order to complete the rally and win the point in 5 is you're looking for you and or your partner to move up to take advantage of the high ball. That's the 4th shot. The 5th shot is this shot, driven down here. This player's moved over to hit that ball, driven down here for the winner. Winning in 5 tells you 2 things. 1, there was a good third shot hit. And 2, which is equally important, you and or your partner moved forward in time to take advantage of the 4 shot or the high 4 shot opportunity or the pop-up 4 shot opportunity, and then attacked it successfully to win in 5. I reset the board because I want to stress that I'm not suggesting that immediately upon hitting the third shot or the long dink that the serve team should simply run forward. The serve team right now, before hitting the third shot, has a yellow light applicable to it. So basically it's under yellow light conditions, meaning let me see what happens with this shot before I make a decision whether I'm going to move in or not. What I am suggesting is that if it's a good third shot, and especially an aggressive third shot, and this team doesn't move up to take advantage of the opportunity, this team, in my estimation, has committed an error because it has not taken advantage of an opportunity given to it by the return team because of a really nice shot made by one of the servers. What I'm not suggesting is if the third shot is high, so it's going to be a high third shot here, that this returner can then smash, right? It's going to be a high third shot, or a deep third shot, I should say. Then the serve team shouldn't be rushing in behind that kind of a shot. The serve team there would stay back and try and execute another long dink, another third shot, but another long dink could be the 5th, the 7th, the 9th. The number doesn't matter so much as basically the concept and trying to accomplish it. But basically keep on trying to hit that shot and then wait until, if you're going to rush in for the opportunity, it's when you have one of those stressful ones. If you have one of these here that's a little more neutral, then you come in, perhaps a little more calmly, take your positions, and then work your way up to the MVZ. However, if you have the stressful long dink shot, then you want to make sure that you and your partner are up at the line to make sure you can put away the 4 shot opportunity if you get one. Winning in 5 shows you that you're executing effective third shots that are stressing your opponents, resulting in some sort of a pop-up or other opportunity, and that you're moving forward in time to take advantage of that opportunity because that's the only way that you can finish a rally in 5 shots. All right, the moment you've been waiting for, which is, let me give you some tips on how you can try and set up some fivers. The first thing is, let's take this player back here. So we're going to basically have our serve and our return here. The first thing is you're going to generate more fivers if you hit your third shot to the moving player. The moving player is always the returner, right? This player, even though they have an R on him for the return team, is already at the NVZ. This player is moving up to the NVZ. If you direct your third shot over here, then you're going to have a higher chance of creating some sort of an error by this player. You're also going to get more time for your partner in this case to move forward and be aggressive up here, put pressure on this player, and hopefully get an error or a pop-up that then this player can put away. So the first tip is to hit your third shots to the moving player. The other thing you can do is, let's put the third shot there again, is let's assume this player has already moved up. They hit a nice, high, deep return, that they had time to get to the NVZ, to the non-volley zone line. What you can do is you can try and execute your third shots into corners here, here, and here. Obviously, give yourself some margin here. So, a couple feet in here. The middle you can hit right on the tee if you want to. But basically, these kind of shots can create stress. This shot here creates some confusion as to who's going to get it. And then you can basically move in and try and attack that shot, attack the mistake if you can. So look for third shot opportunities, particularly ones where you can step into the court and basically really direct your third shot. If you can step into the court, execute, and direct your third shot, try and stress the opponent by hitting one of these spots here and hopefully get some sort of a weak shot back that you or your partner can then come in and put away. So that tip covers where to hit the third shots or third shot concepts. Let's talk now about movement. As I mentioned earlier, if this player is the one hitting the third shot, this player is in the best position to be the aggressive player there. So what will happen is if this player is hitting the third shot, this player should be moving forward. As soon as the third shot is going to be hit or is being hit, start moving in to see if there's an opportunity to come in to close the space up here and then take advantage of it. And then the last tip to get the 5 is make sure that the yellow light that you're under when that third shot's being hit, turns to green as soon as you see a good shot come off your partner as a paddle, that you start moving forward so you can take advantage of opportunities. That's a skill that you can work on by reading your partner's shots off the paddle. What you're going to do is you're going to basically look across at your partner. You're going to look how the ball comes off the paddle. If the ball comes off nice, even if you think it's going to hit the net, if it's going to hit the net, that means it's going to clear. So you start moving up to make sure that if there is some kind of a mistake made by the return team on the foreshot, that you're there to clean it up and finish in 5. In a minute, I'm going to share with you a specific situation where you can really try and finish in 5. It's a mistake by the return team that gives you an opening that you can then take advantage of as a serve team and really finish in 5. But first, let's look at some match play where I'm going to show you some 5-shot rallies and some rallies that should have ended in 5 but did not. Let's look again at the point we started this video with. We're going to see an attackable third shot here that I can move in on and attack. You're going to see me choose to attack the corner. I'm attacking the moving player who's a returner, moving forward, attacking the 5th shot, and putting it away. That's a 5er. This next rally, we're going to see a similar situation. We're going to see a third shot that's going to go to the feet of the returner, and it's going to create a problem, allowing the other player, the non-hitting player on the serve team, to move forward, attack, and finish there. In this next rally, we're going to see what happens when you don't move forward, when you have the chance to attack. So here you have a third shot that creates some issues for the returner. And what happens is you get a high ball. You can see there's a high ball that's attackable here, but the team hasn't moved forward to attack it. So what happens now is they're basically in a dink contest with the return team and have not taken advantage of an opportunity to finish in 5. This last tip I'm going to give you is a specific situation that happens. It's fairly common actually, but you have to know how to take advantage of it. And it's a short return. So what will happen here is you have the first shot, and then the second shot is a short return like this. What happens a lot of times is servers will basically come here and then wait till that ball travels to them, allowing the returner to close space up here and make it to the MVZ or closer to the non-volley zone before the next shot comes over. What you want to do is, if you're the server here and you get a short return like this, you don't want to rush. So you're not trying to rush and miss your shot, but you do want to try and get close to this ball. The reason is you want to try and make it as hard as possible for this returner, or give this returner as little time to move up as possible, and hopefully catch the returner somewhere like this. If you get a short return, you and your partner should both be moving up here like this. You then strike the ball here at the returner, and then what happens is now you and your partner are here. The returner's in trouble here, and if you're lucky, you'll get a pop-up, and then if you get a pop-up, what you're going to do is you're going to take that pop-up and you're going to attack this player here. That's your target on the put away. Because this player is closer, you put it away, and if you do that, you'll finish a rally in 5. In this rally here, we'll see how there's going to be a short return here. Short return that could be attacked, but the player elects not to attack it and waits back for it. That allows the returner to make it up to the MVZ and basically doesn't allow the serve team to take advantage of it. In this rally, we're going to see the serve team take advantage of a short return. You'll see the short return here. The serve team is going to move forward, attack the return, keep the returner back, get a high ball, and win in 5. This is what you want to do when you're playing on the serve side of pickleball. Next time you're playing pickleball, when you're on the serve side of the court, focus on the 5er. See how, if you're getting 5ers, how are you getting them? Where are you hitting the third shot? See if you can figure that out. Notice how you and your partner are moving at the time that you're getting a 5er. Notice how the ballet is working, how the dance is working. You're getting a nice shot, and then you or your partner are going in to finish off the rally. That's what you want to try and accomplish, and then keep working on it. 5er after 5er after 5er. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe give us a comment. Let us know what you liked about it. If you didn't like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs down. Let us know what you didn't like about it. We're always trying to improve our content. Our objective is to try and help you become the best player you can be. Good luck out there.